So today is Tuesday, the 24th, I believe. And I can't take it anymore. I'm saying the most vile, disgusting things. I'm from the Caribbean. And I say things like, I want to lickle your pussy. I want to lickle your pussy. I'm trying to say anything at all. And forgive me for being so. You don't know what I'm going through. All fucking day. The cat goes to eat. The place is reeking of gas. She starts crying. That's a cat. What has the cat done to this fucking Hispanic woman? What has the cat done? What does she have against this cat? What does she have against the cat? I think what she does is like she does these things and then she just, I don't know, and the gas. You know how I know? Take a test. When you feel groggy or something, step outside and step back in your house and you'll see the difference. If you step out, you get a breath of fresh air, and you step back in, you will feel the tightness, the burning in your chest, and you will feel like your head is in a fucking vice. Like there's I have a feeling this was happening to me a long time ago. And this was since 2006 or 7. Why I say this? Because it's exactly the same thing she's trying to assimilate again, to recreate that. This feeling of like a thick layer of gel, like a thin layer of gel on your brain. That's hampening your motor skills or your thought process or something. You just feel like you're there, but you're not there. You're there, but you're not there. I don't know the effects of drugs because the only thing I've spoken was pot. And pot kind of zones me out. Like my head just feels like a big, cloudy, like I just don't like it. I'm not, it's like I become disassociated from my logic and my motor skills, and I don't like it. I would be one of those people who couldn't function at all under marijuana because I would not be able to. Because it doesn't set right with me. I don't actually have an ear infection that I'm always afraid that will hit me anywhere, anytime. It's Meniere's disease. It's an imbalance in your ear. So doing any type of drugs on top of this would not work for me. I've never used cocaine, crack, any type of drug, heroin, all these things. If this has been administered, it has been done against my will. That they have done this, but I don't know. What she is aiming for is my head mostly, for me to forget. For me to forget. For me to forget. This morning I woke up and it was starting, and she acts like a child, like a teenager. Now I was recording myself. See, this is again, look, right now I can coming down. And my body is reacting into it and like it's breaking out in sweat. My body is like, my shoulders are feeling like they're hurting, here is hurting, and I can feel it coming, like it's coming out in sweats, like. I don't know. Like it's coming out in sweats. This is what I go through every fucking day. My door is open partially, my window. It's been raining for the last 2 days nonstop. But my door is open to get some fresh air. But I can feel it descending on me, whatever the fuck it is. Like a frequency, I don't know what it is. I don't know how she does it. How she can control it like this? She must have stuff hanging in the walls at different level. Things that like hanging down in the walls. Like one is hanging here, and then another one ends here, and then another one ends here, and then another one ends there. And so whatever. If I'm standing, sitting, is like to get me at all times, to keep me like contained in this. I know this sounds really far-fetched, but you got to believe me, it's stuff like this is happening in your house. And why, I don't know. Why? She's telling me I'm an angel. I don't know what that means. I think she's the angel. She has to be, because she seems to have a lot of power. Got to be the angel, not me. Dark angel, and that will be, don't let me scratch that, because that will go to her head. Because then she will perform even more. Because you say something like that, a person whose head would fill with spaces that are large gaps to do this doesn't have much going intellectually. Because any person who is even remotely intellectual, logical, or has any type of uh, empathy would never, ever, ever, ever think of doing this or administering this to another person. And not for 2 solid years. She doesn't, there are large gaps of probably nothingness in her head because she's not filled it with anything constructive. So what she does is everything. It's not my fault. I don't know her. I only know her from 2017, and I really didn't spend enough time with her to, to encourage her to go to school if she'd been to school, or learn, read a book, or do something constructive. I always used to text her she can be, do, or have anything because she has as much potential to do good as anybody else. Whatever evil they are doing is because she is choosing to do this. Choosing. It's a choice. There was a time when I didn't know anything and I could have choose to do something. I could have run away from home and do a lot of crap. If I had survived, probably yes, probably no. But whatever it is, it's just keeping us down, keeping me down at a level like it's just like that. I don't know. But this was happening back to me in 2007 and 2008. It was happening to me a long time ago. So I don't know if since back then this was happening too. Because I used to describe the same feelings I'm having now. This is why I know if I have this place searched, if I have it searched, people, they will find some things probably drop down in the walls that she can't recover. They will find traces of someone being in these crawl spaces, which is putting my life and the person's life above me in danger. For somebody to be living in our crawl space, I don't care if it's a man, woman, or child, it's putting our lives in danger. And the people who are helping her is helping to put our lives in danger. The people who is helping her or who are helping her is helping or aiding and abetting and assisting to put our lives in danger. She doesn't care. She really doesn't give a shit. She doesn't care who she hurts. She can run off at any time and leave them in the lurch. And this is what she's probably planning to do. Because they've probably done this before, and obviously if she's not caught and she's still doing this, it shows that she's gotten away with it. If she was ever caught, she probably was able to get away with it. See, they're hacking everybody. They're hacking everybody you know. They know what questions will be asked in court even before the questions are asked. They know how it's going to go. They're controlling the whole situation. You mean to tell me that there are people that this evil out there? What does she want? What about me? What is it about this woman here? What does she want from me? If she's looking for money, inheritance, I don't have any. I was calling, trying to find out what happened. Everything is gone. Everything that I should have inherited is just gone, including the sale of my father's house. His bank account, no trace of it. The shares we had in the bank, no trace of it. Even if he cashed it in, they would have had the bonds were cashed in, they would have had some record of it. If the bank pays out money, they have to keep a record of it. There isn't any. They would have to keep a record of it. That in itself tells me a hacker at work. Or at work. He knows that he bought shares into the bank because that's my dad. My dad's brother knows that he bought shares into the bank because he told his brother that he should get some, and my uncle got some based on my dad's recommendation because he had bought some. Where's the record of the bank paying these shares out, cashing them in, or paying money to my dad? There's no record. That smells foul play. Something is wrong. Hackers galore. If they have so much power, what do they me? They've already stolen it and they've gotten it. What is it? Is this just because they have all this power to do all these things that they're actually just utilizing it? They don't care anymore. Hurting people is just a thing they do. They don't really look at it as to whether it's right or wrong. It's just what they do. I don't know. Gone. But I just know if somebody's in your house, then they're putting you in danger. And not just me, she's putting everybody on this property in danger. Someone in your crawl space, even if just for a few minutes, who should not be there, is still putting us in danger. Her mere presence is putting us in danger. Because if she fucked over some people and she's hiding out here, why me? I was her neighbor. I wanted to help her. She never spoke to me for almost 2 years. If we total all the conversations we had, maybe an hour or two. In 2 years, that's a lot. Nothing, and we never really spoke for the last year at all, except for maybe 5 minutes. Didn't talk to me. Why should she follow me till to Oklahoma and talk to me now and be doing this? Well, she's not talking to me. I hear the voice. I have a that they have to be close to us or within a certain proximity for us to hear. This is one of the ways to catch them. They have to be within a certain proximity. There's an empty apartment here too. They might be going up in there. I don't know. There's an empty apartment around here. They might be going up in the apartment. If she has other people doing it with her, I don't know. I don't know what she did to my body for me to hear her like this. Because if it's not somebody at random, the guy walking down the street that they can start talking to him, I don't know. This is done. Because if they're taking a lot of time and effort to target one person and to talk to that person, they have to assimilate your frequency at a certain level, then they're definitely targeting the individual as an individual. It's not like you're willy-nilly doing it for fun. It's one person they latch on and they're targeting this person. Because I am pretty sure whatever they have, things might be, because I can hear stuff sometimes, knocking, thing in the walls. And note is that when this all started in earnest, which was like February of 2020, I had asked someone, I thought she was being abused by her boyfriend, and I asked someone who was a cop, who was a cop at the time, to ask them, is something wrong with what I was seeing with her situation? And he was telling me that somebody who was drugged out, that people who are drug addicts, that they get so paranoid. As it was this one guy, they found him, he was punching holes in the wall with his fingers and it was all bloodied and stubby. They were punching holes in the walls. I think I know why he said that and why. I think he was testing me to see if I knew something about what was happening. This is big, y'all. This is big. Not just with me, what's happening to y'all is big. The government needs to fucking acknowledge it and do something about it. They just can't sit around and watch this happen to us. Come on, man. This is not right. How many more casualties, how many more people have to die before they do something? How many more? How many more? He was punching holes in the walls. You want to know why? It's because he was hearing that clicking sound. The same sound I'm hearing. The amount of gases and shit that they're administering onto me. I think this is why the woman, the heifer, I call her heifer, is fascinated. Is because I'm not doing anything stupid like that. I get angry and I scream out loud, but that's about it. Because I'm very logical. I'm very logical, but when you're messing with my business, that's like the last straw for me. It's I can't. I need to feel stable. And she knows how to get to me is to destroy my business. In with it every single way, every single day, every way. Now Google is saying they can't again. Like last night, I posted a video. They can't. They're not. They have like 1,000 spiritual websites out there. Why are you telling me? Why me? What's wrong with my site? What's wrong with my site? It was fine 2 days ago, then suddenly something is wrong with it. They were advertising it 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Now something is wrong with it. Maybe you see the hackers, again, if they can hack into a bank, of course they can hack into one of these. and they could put something where the website itself got blacklisted. You see, tell me something. Who would go to such extreme lengths to do this to a woman, and why? They're the ones with the power. They can hack like a motherfucker. I can't do anything to them that they can't, what is it? What is this? Is hacker versus hacker? I don't know how to hack. I don't have money to even protect myself, much less to hire an ethical hacker. Those people, my guy wants to sell me a new router and some stuff, right? Some other stuff that I need to get. I can't afford it. You think I don't want to secure my system, but I can't afford it right now. As a choice, if I get that or pay my rent, I'd rather pay my rent. This happened to me, and that she gets off on having a woman in this position. That's not a woman. That this thing that's doing this to me is not a woman anymore. And she can say yes, well, because I am putting her on that level, she'll show me. She's been showing me for a long time anyway. Even before I knew her, she was showing me. So this is no excuse. This is not what it's about, of me getting angry and calling her these names based on what is happening to me that I am aware of now. Apparently, she's been sticking it to me and showing me even before I knew her. What's gonna be her anger for that? What can she be miffed about then? What can she be angry about then? I didn't even know her. Like literally, I didn't know that this person existed until she moved in next to me in 2017. I mean, I had no idea this person was even, like the next person I will meet who I don't know, whether friends or just acquaintances, will be the same thing. I didn't know they exist before I just meet them. What what is her beef with me? I don't know. I wanted to help her, but if that was all part of the con, then why punish me for this, for wanting to help her? If that was all part of the con, this still doesn't make any sense. It was all part of the con to begin with, whatever the con is. No. If you ask me, I believe that they feel that the government has a dragnet when they don't know much about it, because they're hacking extensively to see what's going on and they can't get a note of it. They're afraid. So they're using me to flush, for me to contact these different people, for the government to show its hand, so they can see what is coming for them, so that they can make sure they're 40 steps ahead of it on the horizon right now. For some, looking and for them to see what's coming for them, because apparently they don't know that. See, they think they're smart, but it's always a government who has more people, more intelligence, and they're getting more intelligence every day, that will outsmart them. They're not infallible. They're not infallible. They're hackers. That's where their power lies, in hacking. But using these frequencies are not helping. The main thing with these people will be, whenever they come to light, will be for blackmailing people, probably in positions of power, and setting people up, and basically holding people ransom, and probably murder, which should be at the top of the list. Because if I die right now, that woman has something to do with it. In 2 years, if the people who the other neighbors see me, they'll say, wow, what happened to you? Yeah, they will. What happened to you? But anyway, listen for those clicks in the walls. If you hear anything, and sometimes you can hear it in the recording. In these recordings, you can hear it. But he was telling me the guy was punching. I believe that's what the guy was looking for. That's what he was looking for. I don't think the man was using drugs of his own either. I think they were causing that to happen. These people are not nice people. They're not nice people. But stay safe.